Welcome to the Artistic Mystic and Muse channel. I'm Nancy, your mystical muse. Great to see you all. For you new people, welcome. I'm just grateful for everything. Grateful you're here. My channel, I don't use it to make any money. So please feel free to like, share, subscribe, leave comments. I do enjoy comments, so that more of this message can get out, because that's the only way it gets out. I've not been guided to do, astrological readings. So it's all about collective readings. So the more you can share this, it would be appreciated. If you'd like to work with me, you'd like a reading, or you're interested in my oracle cards I've designed, or my gemstone frequency jewelry that I make necklaces as well, the links are below. So let's get started. This reading is for February 13th through 19th, 2022, and there's definitely a theme I'm seeing with the reading. So it's good. It's just interesting how Spirit works in that way. It says, when I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. So finding joy, coming from a place of positivity, joy. Sorry, this is really hard to read with the glare. I don't know if I can get it to come in closer. Ah, that's interesting. There we go. Sort of. Connecting with joy, finding peace, finding calm. Those things are all important. And that's when you attract those kinds of things from the universe, from source, from God. So what brings you joy, or what brings a smile to you, is unique to each person. What amuses you. I enjoy being amused. That's part of the reason that word is in my channel name and my business name. So finding joy, finding what brings you joy, brings you comfort, brings you peace, is recommended this week. Bottom of the deck. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. So having courage, having faith in what you're creating, what you're doing, what you're pursuing is definitely a theme this month. And we've got the hummingbird, which in plant medicine, particularly of South America, Central and South America, the hummingbird is on the medicine wheel, and it's the bird who does the journeying. It's the journey bird. So that new beginning, taking flight and wings keep coming out, and you'll see why here in a minute. We have delight. We have another bird, a little sparrow. Delight. What brings you joy? What brings you delight? What makes you happy? That is, do something that does that this week. Not only consciously do it for yourself, but look for the joy and delight in things around you each day this week. I would recommend taking risks. And I got take flight. We have a hawk. So there's this whole thing with birds and wings. You're ready to go. Go for it kind of thing. And taking a risk is like a leap of faith. And that has been also coming up in the readings this month. Relaxation again. I think we just had this last week, but it talks about taking time to some downtime for yourself, to recalibrate, to re-energize, to reflect, to learn something new, reading, being inspired, meditating, praying, taking a walk in nature. That stillness that you find, it's a form of stillness, relaxation, is really important. Yeah, they said take the next one. To find the illumination, to find those aha moments, to find that when you get into that connectivity, to find the answers that you seek from within, and with the help of source, with God, the universe. Yeah, finding what that truth is. So, and we have this card again. I think we had it last week. Spread your wings. Archangel Ariel. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. So it's about taking flight, take off. We've got now like 4 different birds. Yeah. So that is you're being really encouraged, and to not be afraid, to have faith and go for it. Bottom of the deck, we have compassion. Archangel Zadkiel, soften your heart with respect to this situation and all the people involved, including yourself. So compassion is kind of an overlying theme for the month. Having compassion for yourself, having understanding and compassion for yourself, especially if you're trying something new or going in a direction that's kind of scary. Give yourself compassion. Are you going to make mistakes? Yes, I make them every day, all the time. But I've learned not to beat myself up over them. Have had compassion. It's like, okay, this did not work out the way we had planned. Maybe I cooked something, it was a complete disaster. However, I learned something from it. And I try to take away, you know, what is it trying to show me? Did I rush something? Did I pursue something maybe I shouldn't have, or I wasn't feeling up to it and I did it anyway, and therefore the outcome wasn't as I intended? Have compassion. Same thing goes with those people that are around you. So we have opening to love. My heart is open. So that goes with the compassion piece of not judging yourself or others too critically or at all, to be quite honest. Opening up your heart to love and compassion and empathy. Dwelling in the truth. There's the truth again. I stand in the light of the truth. What is your truth? When you stand in it, and you have the courage to stand in it, that's having integrity. Saying what you're going to, doing what you say you're going to do. What is your truth? What is right for you, and standing in that, right? Revealing radiance. My light illuminates the world. When you are in alignment and you are in the flow of doing something, whether it's short term, long term, whatever it is, you are in what we call a state of flow. And that's when you radiate your light, because you are in the groove, as I like to call it. You are in alignment with yourself. And that's where beautiful things start to happen. That's where also abundance comes in and blessings, because you are on your path. You are in alignment with your path. And when you're aligned with that and other people see that, that's how your light gets shared with others. They see what's possible. They take a step back and they examine themselves because of the light of the lessons that you're illuminating. Embarking on an adventure. We have another repeat from last week. I savor the wonders of the world. Adventures can be daily. They don't have to be a destination or a big thing, though they can be. But yeah, what are you embarking on? And it could be just, maybe you're changing the way you're eating, your eating habits. It could be maybe it's you're wanting to read more, or whatever that is for you. Changing a job, starting a side hustle, a side business. I don't know, but look for the adventure and the wonders of it. And why it brings you joy. It might be bringing you challenges too, but there's a reason you're going after it, right? Bottom of the deck, it says, hearing messages from spirit. I am a clear channel for messages from spirit. That is why you have to take quiet time each day. And I do mean each day. Whatever that quiet time looks like. It may not be meditation every day, but it could be. Or you alternate. Maybe you do a walk, which a walk can be a meditation, or you do yoga. But it's to get you in a line to connect with your guides, your higher self, source, the divine, so you can get those niggles and nudges. You can hear how you're being guided. And it brings you peace, and it brings you a feeling of, it feels right, is all I can say, because you're in alignment. Here it is again, trust. And the 35, which is changes. Trust the changes that are coming. Ducks also talk of prosperity. Trust. That's an ongoing theme. Abundance. You are manifesting and creating your abundance. And it's based on your thoughts and the things you want. And how you appreciate and have gratitude for everything every day. I like that card. Yeah, 38's 11. New beginnings. 23, which is a 5. To create change, you've got to have gratitude and appreciation for any and all things. Little, big, whatever they are. All the ones in between. Bottom of the deck, we have self-reflection. So part of you figuring out this leap of faith, this new beginning, this risk you want to take, this thing that makes you happy and lights you up, you have to have clarity on what it is that is for you. So when you are getting ready to make a choice, make sure it's a reflection of you. It's something, not because you feel pressured, not because it's the thing to do, because it's popular necessarily, but because it resonates with you, right? And then bringing it to fruition, right? Putting in the work to bring it to fruition. Don't dim to fit in. That's what I was just saying. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Be you. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Though it can be challenging. If you tie your sense of value or worth to what other people think, you need to work on yourself. You need to love yourself because you're the only one who can. It doesn't come from anywhere else or anyone else, right? We all have flags. They all look a little different. They all fly at different mass, right? But those are your flags. So embrace them. Embrace those things that are different about you, right? Because no two people are alike, and you were created in the eyes or in the framework of the creator himself, and you're loved by all creation. So you wouldn't have been made if you weren't loved and meant to be that. Just saying. Again, reiteration from last week, they want you to, I shuffle the cards. They want you to call in your soul family or align with your soul family. That could be very few people, and whether it's someone in your physical realm, family, friend, whatever it is, or it could be online. There may be communities, Facebook groups, whatever it is for YouTube that you connect with and that provide you with the support for your different, gifts or what how you're different or your likes, but they're asking you to align with that. I can change my life by changing my thoughts. 17, which is an 8, which talks about manifestation again. So this is a theme, is changing your thoughts. Because your thoughts, that's energy too. It's not just the choice or the action you take, especially the action you take. It starts with the thoughts. And so poppies are for remembrance. And I find it interesting, those are on this card, but part of what I'm getting is like remembering who you are. So when you are conscious of your choices, you hold the power, if you will, to change what it is you want. So that is what this is about. You manifesting, creating the thoughts of what you want, not what you don't want. I feel like a repeating record so far this month with these readings. So the added information or guidance on the back says, by choosing a thought that feels slightly better than the thoughts you have been thinking, you can gradually change the direction of your thoughts. And by focusing upon better feeling thought, the law of attraction will respond to that thought, and therefore the balance of your thoughts will now improve. So it's like the more you put positive thoughts out, thoughts of what you want, and the more you create that, especially when things come up that are challenging, you don't go backwards, right? It creates eventually quantity, and the universe, the more you do it, the more universe is going to deliver it to you. We also have the law of attraction treats my imagination as reality. It's a 21, which is a 3, which talks about you, your higher self, the divine, co-creating, collaboratively creating with others as well. So your imagination is your reality. So what you think of things and believe about things is the reality you create for yourself. So why not create the best reality possible of being joyful, of being delighted, of being open to love and being compassionate. Your imagination is your reality. That is also your truth, right? That is your truth. And what that abundance looks like, I mean, abundance comes in all kinds of forms. You don't have to stick with just one. Extra guidance says the universe, which is responding to the thoughts you are thinking, does not distinguish between a thought from your observation of some observed reality and a thought brought about by your imagination. So basically what they're saying is the thoughts you have in consciousness, which whatever's going on right now in your world, like physically right now, and your what we might call your dreams or your daydreams, the universe doesn't see them as different thoughts, like, oh, they were just daydreaming. It's all They're the same. They're looked at as the same. In either case, the thought equals your point of attraction, and if you focus upon it long enough, it will become your reality. That's why they want you to have clarity. They want you to be very clear on the wants. And then that's all we're focusing on, and the positive part of that. And having gratitude for the things that are brought to you. The universe more than likely is going to start out small because it's about alignment. And you're starting out small because if you're just starting to get more in that mode, it's kind of like practice, right? So the more you do it, the more comes to you, and the bigger, a lot of times, the bigger those things are. And if it's appreciated, the universe is like, wow, they really appreciate what we're doing for them. We're going to continue or add to it or grow it, right? Okay. So the last messages I'm going to get for us today, just looking around, make sure I got everything, are from my Milagros Oracle deck. I'm using those for the weeklies this month. If you're interested, these decks don't require anything special. You get the deck, you shuffle it, pull a card, or what flies out, that's your thought for the day. Is kind of how you can use them. You don't have to be a card reader to enjoy them. Okay. Bottom of the deck, tree, being grounded. So grounding is coming to a place of relaxation, of stillness, of calmness, where you're not letting the day's agenda into your mind. You're clearing it, and you're coming into alignment. That's what being grounded is. Being balanced, feeling stable. Even when crazy stuff goes down, it's like observing it, like, okay, we're going to get through this, versus, flipping out. Yeah, follow your divine path. We have the compass. Following your true north. That true north is your truth. It is in your integrity. And it's as you open your heart, it's guiding you. It's guiding you. That's a cool message. The heart expansion. As you find more joy, you find more alignment, and the abundance and appreciation that comes in, your heart expands. Your ability to have love, compassion, empathy, non-judgment for any and all things occurs. Yeah, heart and sword. We have heart healing or heartbreak, but in this case, I'm getting more that it's a heart healing. Those things that used to bother you or had wounded you, you're learning to love yourself and understand that they were just a lesson, and they don't hold you back anymore unless you let them, right? So a heart healing occurs. That's awesome. All right. We'll take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And like I said, anything you need is in the link below, or if there's something you got a question about decks I use or what have you, reach out, and I'll be happy to share that with you. But we'll see you next time, and have a great week.